I think when you're just exposed to it that much, and when you get to be around it that much, it just sort of becomes a part of you. And so I was fortunate enough to have that support system within my family, and it's sort of just stuck with me ever since. And that's, I guess, where I got it from. And it just sort of sticks with you, kind of just becomes a part of you.
Now, going back to the fact that you used to go to a lot of shows, was there any that particularly stood out to you when you were younger that kind of influenced your style of play, or?
In terms of style, I think when you go to those shows, when you first start going to those shows, they really just hit you, and you're sort of thinking, I guess, to yourself, like, oh man, it'd be so cool to play my music for a crowd and have people, love me like I love these artists that I'm seeing, and be a part of something special like that. And so I think that's initially what consumes you. I remember going early to a couple early shows. I think it was actually the first time the Foo Fighters ever came to Toronto, and it was right after Nirvana broke up, I guess disbanded. And that was one that really resonated with me because I was the youngest kid there by 10 years probably, and my dad took me to the show, and one of the security guards there saw me with a t-shirt, and he's like, hey man, do you want me to take that backstage and have the guys sign it and blah blah blah. And so all the guys from the original lineup of the Foo Fighters signed this shirt to Gavin, thanks for coming out, blah blah blah. So that was like, moments like that when you're a young kid, guys like Dave Grohl and all the members of that band, they don't realize how much that would have sort of led to me wanting to be doing what they do, because of experiences like that are so small on their lives, but they're influencing so many people in the long run, I guess.
It's kind of cool how that came about then too. Just